U.S. President Donald Trump says President Xi Jinping had offered China's help to open the Strait of Hormuz and pledged not to send military equipment to aid Iran. The American leader told Fox News that President Xi told him China would like to help in negotiating an end to the Iran war.
President Xi would like to see a deal made. He would like to see a deal made. And he did offer, he said, if I can be of any help at all, I would like to be of help.
Because, he did say that.
Yeah, he did say that. And look, anybody that buys that much oil has obviously got some kind of a relationship with him. But he said, I would love to be of help. If I can be of any help whatsoever, he'd like to see the Hormuz Strait open. He said, if I could be of any help whatsoever, I would like to help.
When asked about China's support to Iran, President Trump said the Chinese leader has assured him that Beijing would not send military equipment to Iran.
We discussed it. I mean, when you say support, they're not fighting a war with us or anything.
No.
He said he's not going to give military equipment. That's a big statement. He said that today. That's a big statement. He said that strongly. But at the same time, he said, you know, they buy a lot of their oil there, and they'd like to keep doing that. He'd like to see Hormuz Strait opened. I said, well, we didn't stop it. They did it, and then we stopped them. You know, sort of interesting. He joked. He said, you know, it's sort of, if they stopped it, then you stopped them. But they'd like to see it opened.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent separately told CNBC that China would use its influence with Iran to help reopen the strait. He said that China had a greater stake in reopening Hormuz than U.S. due to its dependence on West Asian oil supplies. A White House official said Trump and Xi agreed during their talks that the strait must remain open to ensure the free flow of energy. While taking to X, why the White House posted a picture from the meeting between the two countries. The Post claimed that China has strongly opposed the militarization in the Strait of Hormuz and agrees with U.S. that both Iran cannot possess nuclear weapons. However, the Chinese state media did not specifically mention the Strait of Hormuz as a topic of discussion between the two leaders. State news agency Xinhua said that only that Trump and Xi exchanged views on major international and regional issues, including the West Asia situation.
双方合则两利，斗则俱伤，大国正确相处之道，就事关两国和世界的。
And to give us more details on the story, WION's correspondent Susan Terani sent us a report from New York. Let's listen in.
President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping wrapped up their first major day of talks in Beijing, with Iran, trade, Taiwan, and global stability topping the agenda. And now day two starts. According to reports, President Trump is pressing China to help with de-escalation and relations with Iran and keep the Strait of Hormuz open. Both sides, according to the White House, agreed that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. At the same time, Xi Jinping warned that Taiwan remains the most dangerous issue in U.S.-China relations and cautioned that mishandling the issue of Taiwan could lead to a conflict. The summit so far has been very heavy on symbolism, but experts say the real goal is stabilizing relations between the world's two biggest economic powers in a period of rising global tensions. No major breakthrough yet, but both sides appear to be very focused on preventing direct confrontation while continuing strategic cooperation. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.